Hey guys, welcome back to Cinephellas. I am Kevin Muller, and I'm here to talk about a film that is currently making a lot of money. It is currently a hit with everybody, including our very own Logan and Henry. I am talking about Project Hail Mary, and it is a film that I saw a few weeks ago. I've been sick, so recording these things without coughing, erratically and sporadically has been hard. Before I talk about this movie, let's take a look at a clip from the film.
I will not let Grace die.
Logan and Henry got it right. This movie is spectacular. There are so many aspects of this thing that come together and make this work. But when you have Phil Lord and Chris Miller guiding your project, it really isn't a surprise that it is a hit. These are the guys who gave us 21 Jump Street, the Lego Movie, had a big hand in creating the animated Sony Spider-Man film starring Miles Morales. These are also the guys that Kathleen Kennedy threw off the solo project. And, I'm not the only one. I think I am very curious. And my curiosity is basically shared by a lot of people based upon what I read online that I would have loved to see what they were going to give us. But, unfortunately, that's not the timeline we live in. So we could just like imagine what it's going to be like. And the reason I'm so pumped about Solo, what it could have been, because these guys get it. These guys are filmmakers. They're good filmmakers. And overall, this entire movie, Project Hail Mary, has the same good energy of a really good teacher, just like Ryan Gosling plays as Ryland Grace in this film, who is a fun and loving middle school teacher. As any good educator, you have to make the subject relatable to your students. And, here we have a plot about a man going up to save the sun for the earth. He is the only one up there besides Rocky, an alien that he meets more and, plenty of more on Rocky later. But the film is an adaptation of a science fiction novel written by Andy Weir. And personally, science and me never went hand to hand. I always had trouble with that subject in school. And you had the crisis of maybe, because Andy Weir writes, he's a very intelligent person, so he writes scientific facts from, what I've seen of his books. I haven't read a full one of his novels, but I've seen it. Yes, it's fun, but it's filled with a lot of facts. And, Drew Goddard, who adapted this screenplay into a movie, he makes it fun. He makes it interesting. He makes something that could have been really boring, really long. This movie is almost 3 hours, but it does not feel 3 hours. That's how good the writing and the directing is, and it's this set synergy that is one of the thrills of this movie. But one other big thrill is Ryan Gosling. Personally, I feel this may be his best performance. Um, yes, Rocky, the cute alien that he meets, is a creation of puppetry. It's not CGI. This like, many other directors would have taken the easy way out of done that. No, we have puppetry and it's very good puppetry. But what I'm saying is Gosling is mostly alone in this film for most of the time. We do get a peek of his life on Earth before he went up for this mission, this one-way mission to maybe hell or heaven, depends where he's going, but it's a one-man mission, it's a suicide mission. But Gosling is funny, he's noble, he's flawed, but he also is so much fun to watch. His banter with Rocky is one of the highlights of the film, and them getting to know each other and them joking around and having understanding. Yes, I will now give Rocky love. I will say he is an alien, but he has his own motives and character. Like Ryland, he is a representative of his Earth, trying to come up and stop the sun from dying out. He is a beautiful creation of puppetry. What the most impressive thing is that he has no face. He has absolutely no face on him. There's not even a remnant of a face, but he has personality and heart. Rocky is one of the best characters. I don't care if it's a puppet. He's the best character to come out in film in quite some time. He's lovable. He's for personality. You get attached to this thing by the end of the movie, which I did, and many other people that I know have gotten attached to Rocky. He is one of the big pulls of this whole entire project. And I'm calling it now. This film will be a rewards player, and it is so deserving of all that. It really is. While the Best Picture nomination, I maybe because it's popular and it's making a lot of money, and the Academy always loves to pull in viewers by nominating something that is very popular with the public. Um, I think it will sweep the technical awards. It is a beautifully filmed movie. It is a movie with dynamic and elaborate sets. It is a movie with great sound, great music, great cinematography, great visuals. I think they use the screen technique that the Mandalorian used, like where everything is on just a giant screen. Miller and Lord have said that there was no CGI in this film, and so that means, which I'm probably guessing is right, that this was a giant screen in back of them, in back of Ryan Gosling projecting their version of space, and it looks beautiful. I did not see this movie on IMAX. I wish I did. Maybe I'll go back because the visuals in this thing are incredible. It is part of the roller coaster ride. Everything is immaculate. Hats off to everyone behind the scenes. Uh, you are very easily pulled into this world. That's how good everything is surrounding the performances and, this the stuff you see. It's an absorbing world. I loved it. But most of all, what I loved about this film is how it made me feel. Yes, Ryland Grace goes through a lot of trouble. He goes through a lot of conflict, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of loneliness. There's a lot of muddy waters, but in the end, you feel like a better person watching this movie. It shows that teamwork, discipline, and the fight in you can, gain you the success and the life-changing events that follow. Everything happens for a reason, and these two meet and they form a bond, and we watch this bond. We watch something that is kind of lacking in the world, which is working together, being on the same page with someone else who is different than you. But I'm not gonna, I know I'm setting up something that may be a little ranty, but I'm not. Overall, this thing is incredible. I loved it. It's one of the best pitches of the year. It's early in 2026. Still have a lot of ways to go. We're not even at the Cannes Film Festival yet. But as of now, this is my favorite movie of the year. It's a little long. I think it could have shaved off. I heard this thing was 4 hours, and they shaved it down to like, I think 2:45. But either way, it's a tiny bit long, but that's really the only thing I have to say negative about this movie, and that is a very, very light ding on how powerful this thing is. And I'm gonna give this one 4.5 out of 5. I love your Rocky hair pieces. What did you think? Do you agree with me? Come to Cinephellas.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and X, where we're always reviewing the latest in video games, movies, and TV. Maybe you loved it like I did. Tell me below how much you loved it. Or maybe you hated it. You're like, I don't understand what this movie's about. I don't see why everyone's loving it. Let me know below. Either way, guys, thank you very much for letting me talk about the movies, especially this one. This is a movie that makes what I love so much fun. It is awe-inspiring, and again, please go see it. And as we say, I am Kevin Lower, and cheers.